Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay. So I'll read a little bit here from the Chaitanya Bhagavat here. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhaktavinda, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All right. Yeah. So this was the glories of Haridas Thakur. We'll continue on where we were reading from here. The materialistic people of Nadia continually criticized the devotee, saying, "What is the purpose of howling loudly?" Oh, okay, I'm going to go back one paragraph where we left off. The entire human society was totally devoid of any spiritual aspirations. They were only immersed in the base and perverted enjoyments of the body. Those who held discourses on Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam were scarcely any better, for they did not instruct the people on the essence of the scriptures. Yeah, this is Adikanda chapter 16. It's really kind of what's happening in the world, very much like this. It's a little bit, I think it's actually a little bit better because there are people aspiring for spiritual things. Maybe not, after God as Lord Caitanya, but, they want some spiritual connection. People looking, seeking. But this is one thing that's needed. It says, those who held discourses on Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam were scarcely any better because they did not instruct people on the essence of those scriptures. It's only because they don't know the essence of scriptures. See, the essence of the scriptures is loving God, establishing our relationship, our eternal relationship with the Supreme Lord, that infinite being. That's the essence of the scriptures, is to reestablish that relationship. Yeah, chanting Hare Krishna in association of the devotees is the essence of Bhagavad Gita, the essence of the Bhagavatam. the essence of all the teachings in all the world, really. It's the essence, because everybody needs this relationship awakened. And without it, there's no real permanent happiness. That's why there's this cycle of birth and death. People continually come back simply because they're not raised into this eternal, ecstatic, wonderful, amazing relationship with this all-knowing Lord, transcendental Lord. So, seeing the hopeless plight of the living entities, the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord often met together away from the public view to clap their hands and chant the holy name in ecstasy. So it shows you it wasn't so easy to preach back then without the advent of the Lord to inspire everybody. So people, they just saw, they were naturally devotees, because in their previous life, they were from Vrindavan, most of them, and so they just naturally liked chanting the holy names. They didn't know at the time that they were, incarnated to actually participate in the Lord's special pastimes. Maybe some, but most, they just appeared. Just like many people here, you didn't know that you were here to participate. These are also the Lord's pastimes. We're engaged in His work, liberating souls, just like He did. Can you imagine? And we're not just doing like trying, get people to become human, and just, follow rules and religious rites and all that. We're doing what He was doing. We are empowered, and you have to be empowered. Even back then, there needed to be the Lord's empowerment to promote this amongst others, convert others. Unless you are naturally a devotee, it takes a lot of spiritual power to convince others, to convert them convince them that this is a good thing, So the materialistic people of Nadia continually criticize the devotee, saying, "What is the purpose of howling so loudly?" See? Don't people say that? What is the purpose of all this crying? See, howling loudly, kind of like what we do, calling out, all kinds of crazy things. Or apparently crazy stuff, What's the purpose of that? See, I look at the book, I say, yeah, that's what's happening here. See, we're on course. See, this is a map. You read a map, right? To find out where you're going. Okay, yeah, we're on course. We're howling also. People are also saying, "Why are you guys howling? Why are you crying? What is the point?" See? And they were also religious people. They were also, hearing Bhagavad Gita and going to classes, giving classes. And they're saying, "Why are you howling?" Just like here, it's the same. What goes around comes around again. Same thing. That's why the same kind of result, similar, will happen here. Ultimately, more and more people will come, because this is a fantastic thing. This is the greatest thing in the world. Chant the holy name in ecstasy and be liberated from the cycle of birth and death. Come on, man. Hey, people, wake up. You're liberated easily just by associating with devotees. You don't have to go through the big trouble of trying to attain Krishna, going in these other sanghas, these religious places, the Narayan Raj group, or the Radhakund, you do hard austerities, man, difficult things, and that's they're happy. Oh, yeah, we do big austerities and everything. You don't have to do that, man. This is more powerful, more amazing, more empowered. So empowered, you don't have to do all those preliminaries and difficult things. You don't have to be a superstar devotee to be delivered. You come here, you'll be more delivered than these sannyasis and gurus, simply because they don't know the essence of the scriptures, nor do they teach them. And we do. We know and we teach and we relish the essence of the scriptures. Therefore, it works. People get prema here. Narayan Raj didn't give it any prema. We are empowered to distribute prema, and he wasn't. He self-admitted, oh no, prema many lifetimes. Not to put him down, he was a nice guy, nice devotee, Vaidhi Bhakti. I don't know. They say he was ecstatic, but it was, oh, I can't show you the ecstasy. Okay, well, great, man. If you're all satisfied with that, then stay there and hold back your alleged ecstasy that nobody even knows that you even have. Or go on and be gurus and walk around and prance around the stage and sit on your high seats and claim that you can actually liberate people, and who knows, and you can't show that you can liberate people. You don't have anybody that, that is an example of that empowerment, that you awaken devotion to Krishna. See, Lord Caitanya said the example. He said, those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly the spiritual master. Don't you want a spiritual master that awakens devotion to Krishna? See, the father of a devotee even said, my son is my spiritual father. Because your mercy, Lord Caitanya, your ecstasy, your mercy was upon him first, and we got it through him. That's how you get it. Whoever has got it, and you give respect to it. Even the mother of Lord Caitanya gave respect to her son and said, oh, look, you've attained prema bhakti. Can you also give this to me? Because that's the only way you'll get it. Through a person who authentically has it. Why am I so emphatic about this? Because that's how you're delivered, man. This is your opportunity to end this cycle of birth and death and never suffer again, never have pain again, never have miseries, be in eternal bliss. No wonder I feel so emphatic in this preaching. It's so important, isn't it? Wouldn't you say? Opportunity to be delivered in this life. We're already delivering people. Already you can see people in your own eyes that have been saved and delivered out of illusion. How can you be more convincing than that the mercy of God, that eternal one, is here? The omnipotent, omnipresent, omniperfect, the all-perfect one. And you don't have to imitate him either. He says, oh, you just admit you're a schmuck and you associate with my real devotees that I've empowered to deliver people. Oh, that's good enough for me. Oh, yeah. Okay, you also come to Vrindavan. Oh, you don't want to do the mini lifetime class? Oh, you're more convinced by my clown, my fool, Gaur Das, because he's teaching the essence of truth and he's got my blessing to deliver people? Oh, yeah, come on into Vrindavan. That's that easy. Yeah, just get a little purified. Come here, sit in the dentist chair. We'll pull a few anartas out of your consciousness. Get rid of some garbage that's been giving you troubles all your life because you believe in garbage. You believed in the conditioning as your happiness. Yeah, just come, get purified. Listen, get purified just by hearing the essence of truth, man. Develop a taste for it. Oh, it's very easy here. You won't want to read just any other books, any mundane books. You just want to read these Bhagavatam and chant its glories. Deliver people, get them out of hell here. This is like a hell now. Draconian place. They want to do medical. They're already making meetings. Everybody's unaware of this stuff. They're having meetings right now as we speak to pass laws, medical tyranny, man. The WHO is your doctor, man. Well, you don't want them as your doctor? No, you have to. It doesn't matter. You know, they put a to your head. You must do what we say. That's what they're doing right now. They're passing a law right now as we speak. People are becoming afraid. Well, hey, good, man. Let's get serious. Get out of the Maya. Here's your opportunity, man. Come associate with these devotees. Become ecstatic. Transcend everything. Transcend all of this. What other better way to deal with a situation? You can't go to any country. They're all in on it, man. You can't run away, can you? Yeah, I come to Mexico, they all got their little masks on. They got the army going around. They're already getting ready. They got the cameras going up everywhere in every country. Where are you going to go? You better transcend this. It's like that movie, Transcendence, the movie called Transcendence with Johnny Depp. Everybody's into Johnny Depp. They want to see his trial. Okay, you know, go watch that movie. Very relevant. The army was coming after, you know, Johnny Depp was in the, he was in the computer, you know, and he was doing amazing things with AI, you know. And the army was after him. They wanted to stop him, man. They were afraid of what they didn't understand. See? And so his wife was with him and helping him out. And she says, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Are we going to fight? Are we going to fight them? See, and Johnny Depp in this all-knowing computer said, what I'm going to say, same thing. But this has a spiritual result. This is not a mundane material. We're going to transcend this. See? This vibration, going to transcend this consciousness. See? Even though people are vibrating with the fear, they're trying to put fear in people, or threaten people, make them afraid. That's what Maya does. That's how she controls the world, is through fear, anxiety, threefold miseries. You're going to transcend all of this. You come here is to transcend this. They may still put your body in a jail or whatever they do, it doesn't matter. You're free. You're free in God. Literally, free in the Lord. You're in the Lord. You know who the Lord is. You know what the Lord is. You know the path into the Lord, and the Lord is in you. What more do you want? Your life is perfect. You've come what life is all about for everybody. You know the universal essence of truth that applies to Bill Gates. He's got to get out of this world someday, or Fauci's, or Bill Biden's, or every single person on this planet, every insect and everything has to exit this universe if they ever want to find true happiness. And it's exit in consciousness. You have to become conscious of the Lord and have him as your protector. Well, didn't we read he's the protector of his devotees? Yeah, well, you know, that's what I'm into, man. I'll keep him as my protector. Yeah, I'll be in him. He's in me. I'm in him. You know, devotees, we're in the devotees. We're in their realizations and their understanding. Yeah. I forgot about that movie, Transcendence. That was a good one. I got to one. Yeah, it was a very good one, actually. Especially when you know about Krishna, because you can see how the shadow, everything in the world, in these people, it's all a reflection of the eternal truth, the eternal beautiful truth. This is the ugly truth. This is the twisted truth. This is the dark truth. It's a dark reflection. See, that's how it is. This is so devotees, when you know the truth, you know, and you can look at the reflection and say, oh yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, but in the light, in the conclusive understanding. For example, transcendence. Yeah, we've got to transcend these people. You know, the new world order is after you. They're you're their enemy. Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah, the people are the enemy of this new world order. They're afraid of you, and they want to stick the fear in you of them. Get you vibrating on that level of fear. They kind of feed off of it. Maya is like that. But hey, man, if you're resting in God, you know how to do that, which we teach here. Then the love of God is in you. Where can the fear be? Where can the anxiety be when the love of God is in you? The love of Krishna. I mean, people can destroy the body, but the thing is, you realized your soul. That's the main purpose of coming here. If you live your whole life and you lived a good life and you're a good person, you did good deeds and everything, but you die without realizing your soul, no big deal, you're going to come back again. See? But if you come into this life and you meet the ecstatic devotees, which are here, a very rare group, and you learn the essence of all truth, and you'll transcend the material universe and material consciousness. You'll live in spiritual consciousness. You'll live in the love of Krishna, the love of God, the love of these scriptures, the love of the name. You'll live a life of love, living in love. Literally, the object of love. See, there's the object of love, which is Krishna's name, Krishna's pastimes, Krishna's truth, Krishna's ecstasy. See, so there's the love that's represented as Radharani, or devotion, or Bhakti Devi, or Holy Spirit, all words for the same thing. It gives us the power to love the subtle. The subtle of most all subtleness is God. It gives us the power to perceive that subtle Lord in His name. Otherwise, you're just chanting to you, unawakened, you're just chanting rounds to get through your rounds. And mode of goodness. Wow, I did my rounds. Regulation. I did my regulative duty. Okay? But when you come to sadhu sangha and you associate with real devotees who have real bhakti, you get that spark, that attraction to the name. That means you're becoming attracted to God, because God and His name are the same. Have you noticed? Can you see that? Well, you usually, in your own experience, most people can't see that. In the experience of your gurus, you can't see that. In the experience of the sannyasis, you can't see that. In the experience of the Radhakund Babajis, you can't see that. In the experience of most people in religion, you can't see that. In most Christians, you don't see that. In a few, maybe. The love of God in some has its symptoms. You become like a transcendental madman, and it's wonderful madness. You see the cosmic joke, how Krishna is always a happy person. You can relish His happiness, taste His happiness, God's happiness. Can you imagine that? No, you cannot imagine that. You have to get the grace. Okay. To transcend into transcendental consciousness. And the devotees are the transformers, those who have already made the trip. See? Those who are tripping out on the truth. No other way. No other way. No other way. You need role models. You need to see a person in transcendence at some point, because otherwise people hiding it. What good is that? They're hiding the real path. They are the real path if they really got it. And if they don't show you the real path, then how are you going to follow it? You know, this is the problem, you know, with Jesus. We're not really clear on what he actually showed. We just hear some verses and stuff. And then people got the Holy Spirit. We don't know what he was, you know, these pastimes are amazing. You could see that this person, Caitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, was in transcendental consciousness. Well, you could theoretically see it, but because it's in the book and it's not in your experience, people don't see it. They read all these things, and it's like blind person reading a book. You ever see a blind person reading a book? They see the words are there, but they don't see the word. No, that's how people read Srimad Bhagavatam. That's how these gurus read the books. They go and they quote the verses, you know, memorize verses and everything, but they don't understand the essence of truth, just like this book says. They don't even care about the essence of truth. The essence of truth is loving Krishna. Oh, they don't care about that. They're too busy with their busy schedules with their followers, you know, and being worshipped and adored like gods. You see, it's the thing. People get caught up. They want to be like gods. Oh, look at, they're worshiping me. I'm so great. No, you're not. You're not great at all. Mm. So the materialistic people of Nadia continually criticize the devotees. What is the purpose of howling so loudly? See, they don't know the purpose. Devotees knew. That was pleasing the Lord in the highest way, is ecstatically worshiping the Lord with the tears and the crying and everything. How come people that are supposed leaders leading disciples to the kingdom of God don't know that? Why don't these leaders know that? It's beyond their experience. It's the blind leading the blind. They're blind. They don't know the essence of truth. If they want to know, they have to come to the real devotees and become submissively hear from them. They have to see, oh, this person really knows. They got the real mercy. See? Openness. Why are you following anybody? Does anybody want to be delivered? Hey, this message is for you, ISKCON devotees. This message is for you in all the sanghas. This message is for you, Christians. Do you want to be delivered out of this? Do you want to be close with God, intimate with God? Do you want to be protected by the transcendental Lord? Do you want to be liberated eternally? Well, you have to come to the liberated devotees, and those devotees are right here. Nobody else will prove it or can prove it. I call them out every day, and no guru will come forth. They don't have the kahunas to come forth and show that they can deliver they can't even deliver a pizza. Eh? Oh, it would be beneath them to deliver a pizza, but that would be the best humbling. That would be a show of humility for them. Deliver pizzas to disciples, or come here and deliver pizza to the devotees here. Do some service, man. I could use a piece of pizza. Why not? Show you got some humility, man. Don't give me this all this feigned humility and stuff. Humbleness is you're humble before those who have realized God, man. I'm humble before even my disciples who've realized God. I'll wash their feet, I'll kiss their feet, no problem. No problem. My Lord lives inside them forever. Why should I be ashamed? But they would be ashamed. Oh, my disciples, I'm superior. All I do is get a bad reputation for respecting the feet of my disciples who are holy, because God is living and is awakened in them. And I can't believe it. These gurus and these followers and religion cannot even see that. They're blind as bats. Right, Amy? Blind bats. Right, Janaki? Blind guides. What good is a blind guide? Now, Prabhupada said, well, blind uncle is better than no uncle. We have a different standard here. Because the devotees here, because of the mercy of Gauranga, we're not blind. We know the essence of truth and preach it and show it. And show the role model of how it is to worship God in the most fantastic way, abandoning all varieties of religious rituals. Right? Then we follow Gita. They're not following Gita. What does it say? It says abandon all varieties of religion and its rituals. So wherefore, we don't have to do that. Yeah, why? Because we teach the essence of truth. We relish the essence of truth. Loving God is the essence of truth. Why do I keep repeating this? Because they don't obviously know, and I'm here to do some work. I'm here to proclaim the message. I'm here to proclaim the message to the poor. You know, the good news. Hey, man, just come here, hang out with us and be delivered like that. And, you know, the poor in spirit, you know, those who, you know, like tired of being arrogant and all that. Oh, yeah, well, I'm ready to listen. I'm ready to associate with you guys. Yeah, I'm ready to. Wow, yeah, I think there's hope for me. Man, there's actually a boat I can get on very easily, and they're not charging me a lot of money to be delivered out of this illusion. Wow, hallelujah. I mean, you know, God, you know, at least bats utilize, yeah, the echolocation. We can echolocate it with the holy names. Yeah. After all, I am Brahman, and the absolute resides within me. So why discriminate between master and servant? See, that's speculation. That's not conclusive. They didn't know. See, the devotees were devotees. They wanted to worship Krishna. They wanted to relish the worship of God, to taste it, not to be God. This is the problem, even in Vaishnavism. In Vaishnavism, this thing to be guru is like wanting to be God. You want to be worshipped. They want to be worshipped. They want to be adored. They want to be special. It's not, I mean, it's not bad. It's just, it's human. See? But do you want to, you want to transcend that? You know, it's not happy to be, you know, like to people please, to kiss people's butts to get ahead, to be afraid, you know, of, oh, I hope I didn't offend this person. You know, they may not like me. See, my happiness depends on whether the approval of others. See, that kind of thing. People live their whole lives like that. Approval of the government, approval of your parents and your teachers. Is that bad? No, it's just human. It's just normal. But how would you like to transcend that? That's what we do here. It's a lot more free, man. It's a lot more, you know, it's a much happier experience to transcend that. How do you do that? Oh yeah, well, you know, I just live for God's approval. That's all. What is his standard? Oh, well, that's a good question that nobody asks, so I'll ask it for the world. Well, what is God's standard to be approved of? Oh, that's very simple. Listen to his real devotees who have an ecstatic, real, genuine relationship with him. Oh, yeah, very simple answer. very truthful. The essence of truth again. Oh, how am I approved with that? I just chant his name and relish the happiness of making him happy by chanting his name and following the order of Lord Caitanya to don't give up the chanting of the holy name. And it's at the point now, it's so ecstatic, I would never dream of giving up chanting. Why, man? It's the source of eternal happiness, the source of pleasure, the source of the highest pleasure. You don't have to be I don't have to be artificially renounced. I can drink a cup of coffee if I want. Of course, if I drank 3 or 4 or 5 or something, I might have some problems. I can be a normal person. Oh, with normal people, they can do what they like to do. Well, I can do what I like to do, but it's better because I have this relationship with the Lord. That's all he's looking for. Is, amen, just find out who you belong to and who belongs to you truly, because you're going to take Krishna with you and he's going to take you with him. Everybody else is going to leave you. Everybody, your children, your money, everything, your lovey family, your dogs, your cats, they're all going to leave you except that Lord. So you might as well recognize that. Come here, I'll remind you all. I'll remind myself. We'll remind each other about these kinds of truths. This is called the religion of the age, is to remind people of the eternal absolute truth because they've forgotten, and to remind others, to remind yourself and remind others. What did Tuka says, wow, that drives me insane. I've been sitting here listening to this morning's class while you're live. It was a great class. Yes, yeah, thank you. Yeah, you know, that's what it's all about. You know, Tuka, you were pleased by appreciating that class, which was empowered by the Lord, by the way, because they're all empowered. I can't do this on my own. Just by you appreciating that, you pleased him more than Radhanath Swami, more than Jaipataka with all their disciples, all the flowers they get, all the garlands and everything. You pleased him more than them. Now, isn't it amazing to be on a path where you can please them more than these highfalutin gurus who have such a great situation? So they think. This is the great situation, is to listen to a class and relish the happiness of hearing the truth. Jesus did. You're doing what Jesus did. He loved the truth, man. He loved speaking it. I love speaking it. You love hearing it. You also love speaking it. Oh, we're part of the same family. You're going to Vrindavan, man. Well, these other guys, they're in question. I don't know. I don't even think they like hearing things like this. They want to be adored. They like pleasing words from their blind disciples. Oh, that's good for them. They like that. Oh, they don't like words of truth from like a person empowered with some prophecy, some truth. Oh, they don't like that. No, give me illusions, man. Yeah, just adore me like as a great deliverer of disciples, even though I can't do it, I can't prove it, I can't show it. I can't show that I have ecstatic devotion when I chant. I can't communicate that to others, but worship me anyway. Beg for mercy from me anyway, even though you got none. That's called illusion. I don't like that. Do you? Pooey. These poor gurus, man, I give them such a hard time. They're family members, man. You know, I consider them like family members. That's why I treat them like this. Yeah, after all, they have some faith in Prabhupada, I think. Hopefully. Am I at fault for not having faith in blind leaders? Is that a fault? Should I worship blind leaders who prove that they can't prove that they're liberated souls? Yeah, where's any proof? Have you seen any proof in here that proof of the liberated soul? Do you see their feelings that in their temple of their body that they have ecstatic God feelings? This the kind of feelings that Lord Shiva has. And crying, beating on his tom tom in ecstasy, madness, laughing and crying. Can they show that they are a liberated soul like that? I haven't seen any of that. Why are they saying they can liberate their disciples? Why are they in such an exalted position? Do you think Vaishnavism, as beautiful as the philosophy is, as truthful, as deep, is meant to have idols to be worshipped? Where you're not really understanding the scriptures, you're just hearing empty words? You think that's it? No, it's about, following the book, the procedures in the book, the truths in the book. Yeah. And it's basically associated with liberated souls who show you that they, in their chanting, they have the symptoms of liberated persons like Lord Caitanya and Nityananda and their ecstatic followers. You could be assured. And actually, observe them closely for a while and see when they speak, they're not just parrots or they're not lying to you or trying to imitate something, that they have some deep knowledge that comes from deep ecstasy. They're pretty simple. What? People cry, oh, Gorhari, and you're Sangha, you're Sahajas. Oh yeah, well, how come we have so much understanding about the essence of truth here? That's because of ecstatic worship. Pretty simple. So Michael's production says, no, you should not. It's status quota, money to make them popular to follow. Yeah, exactly. Huh. So others angrily said, they beg food to fill their bellies, and they call out, Hari, Hari. Let us break down their doors and smash their houses. See, that's where people are. In Kali Yuga, they think people who are dressed nicely, that have votes, they're voted in as teachers and gurus, as authorities. They have a lot of money. That these persons are to be listened to. I mean, look at Bill Gates as an example. Bill Gates if he says go get your little thing, people go get their little thing. Is he a doctor? No, he's a computer programmer, and you're the programmed. He's been working on this programming thing. That's what he does. He's a programmer. And he's programmed you to think that he's your doctor. Yeah. So that's going on. You guys in ISKCON and all these groups, you're all programmed that these guys are gurus. But what kind of programming do you have? Oh yeah, well we arranged a checklist for you. And you just come and you listen to our our speculations and our word jugglery, and then just place us as your gurus. And they're no better than you. You guys that are following those gurus, this is the truth, they're no better than you. Not at all. I was in ISKCON for 5 years. I've observed these gurus, man. They're as mundane as their followers. Okay, well, maybe the followers, many of them are in better position because you can develop a big false ego by being a leader, even though you don't really deserve being a leader. You want to be a real guru in Krishna consciousness, you got to deserve it, man. Oh, really? What do I need to do to deserve it? Oh, all you have to do is follow the real path taught by the empowered devotee. That's how you deserve it. Isn't that pretty nice to have such an amazing way to deserve the highest liberation? Is all you have to do is follow what the Lord's empowered devotee says. What did we read in the book? The order of the spiritual master is the active principle of spiritual life. It activates your spiritual life. Otherwise, you got no spiritual life. That's why you got mundane disciples out there from these gurus. Their spiritual life ain't activated because their gurus are not qualified to activate their spiritual life. Is Gaur Haridas qualified to activate people's spiritual life? Well, why do you see a Lalita Ganga there? Is her spiritual life activated? Does she have ecstatic devotion? Well, I think there's been an activation there. You ever try to get your cell phone activated? You ever go to could you imagine going to somebody who says, yes, I'm Verizon phone company. And you go there, okay, I'm here to activate my phone. And you say, oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, you come to the right place. We'll activate it. And just give me your money, give me your time, and we got all these things to do and then we'll activate your phone, man. And you go, you do all these things, and you're waiting for the activation. But there's no activation. That's you fools going to Krishna consciousness and going to gurus who can't activate your spiritual life. What are you doing? Wake up. Snap out of the trance. Ask the question, has your guru activated your spiritual life? Well, I don't know what that is. Well, come here. We'll show you the activation. We'll show you devotees whose spiritual lives are activated. You'll see it with your own eyes, not a bunch of baloney. Oh, yeah, I'm such a great guru. Oh, my Gurudev's so great. Has he activated your spiritual life? I didn't see anybody activated in Narayan Raj's group. Not even one. A year and a half there. Not even one in ISKCON. Not even one. Not even one in Radhakund Babaji's that I saw. I mean, not saying it's not possible, but I didn't see anybody activated. But in this Sangha, I see so many activated. So many. Do you? Am I blind? Or is this true? So many spiritual life is that. You can see the juicy. They got sweetness. They got ecstasy. And they're becoming lions also. Bold and emboldened to preach the truth. You're blessed. My new speaker. I'm near the Gainesville Temple around the corner. Hey, hang it up there. Put it in the window, man. Put it in the temple room, man, while they're doing the bang, bang, clang, clang, and going around in a circle. With their little masks on. I bet they all got little masks on. And they all been triple vaccinated. Booster and all. Waiting for the next one. When's the next one coming out? Oh, monkeypox! Oh boy, we'll get ready for the next shot, man. Monkeypox is coming. Do a Harinam here. Yeah. So you guys, if you hear this, what are you doing over there? The juice is over here, man. The life is here. Don't you want life? What do you want? Rituals? Haven't you done enough of that? Anybody out there bored with the rituals? You want some real life? You want some real essence of truth? You want to know what the scriptures really mean? All these things here are for those who have greed, spiritual greed. They want to know Krishna intimately. Well, you got to find out where that intimacy is, and it's certainly here. We'll prove it. Oh, you're not interested. You just like to do your little Harinams and chanting, same old, boring things, You distribute prasadam, We'll send Kamalakanta over to you. I'm tired of seeing illusions. It's time to bust it, man. Yeah, bust it. Okay. The devotees were discouraged by these derogatory remarks. They were discouraged. How come I don't feel discouraged? I'm reading these derogatory remarks and I'm thinking, hey, man, this is a great opportunity to preach truth. I don't discourage at all. Because this is already done. The Lord came, he inspired the devotees. We can be inspired by these books also, by the previous things. We know the method of how to overcome this Maya. Everything has been cleared away. The path is so nice and clear, and we have the power of the Spirit to interpret the books properly as they are. We can read and learn, really learn. So, and the fact that no one had, yeah. About this time, Haridas Thakur came to Navadvip. His body glowed with pure devotion for the Supreme Lord. Now I will narrate the wonderful activities of Haridas. Whoever hears this narration will receive full shelter of Lord Krishna. Totally fired up, man. Yeah. See, about this time, Haridas Thakur came to Navadvip. His body glowed with pure devotion for the Supreme Lord. That's what it's all about. See, Haridas did the essence. He chanted the holy name in ecstasy. His body glows. You got energy, you got life when you chant the holy name. You become empowered by the spiritual potency. That word that comes from devotees, that emanation that comes from devotees, very powerful. It delivers others. That's how the Lord delivers people. See, Madhavinda Puri, the Lord appeared to him in a dream. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhavinda Puri's devotional service, that chapter. The Lord appeared to him in a dream because Madhavinda Puri was like Haridas. All ecstatic devotees are like Haridas, more or less. They have ecstatic love and they worship the Lord in ecstatic love. They're favorable to it. They love it. They see that it reveals the essence of all truths. Oh yeah. So Madhavinda Puri had a dream and Krishna appeared to him. And Krishna said, because of your ecstatic love, I'm going to appear in public and deliver the conditioned souls. The public vision. I'm going to appear to the public. I'm going to appear to anybody who comes and associates with you, becomes your servant. After that, the Lord set up a pastime. Oh, you come and uncover my body. It's in the jungle. And I told you what nobody has ever said. It's not even in the purports. It's not even described. I told you the esoteric meaning of this. Why? Because the Lord shows me these things. Why? Because of ecstatic worship of the Lord. The deity is covered up by the jungle growth of speculations that you hear from persons who are your teachers, your authorities, and all of that, and they all speculate, more or less. They all don't know the absolute truth. So that's why the deity in you is covered up with this jungle growth. See? So the Lord says, uncover the deity. It's in the jungle. And the Madhavinda Puri said, okay, come and help me uncover the deity. This is Sankirtan. Come and help me uncover the deity. We got to go through the jungle and take choppers and spades. This kind of preaching is choppers and spades to uncover the deity. It's covered over by all these speculations, all these lies and deceptions. People have lost their way. They can't see. They can't see the deity. The deity is conclusive truth, put forth by the real devotees who have real devotion. See, you hear from the devotees. It's like the choppers and spades cutting you free from all the weeds and all the vines choking your relationship with Krishna, your eternal relationship with Krishna, your wonderful relationship with God. And it's only the Lord saying, only because of your ecstatic love can I begin to do this kind of work. Only because of the ecstatic love of Prabhupada could he begin to do this work. Only because of the ecstatic love of Bhaktisiddhanta could he engage them in uncovering the deity with choppers and spades. And Bhakti Vinod, and also this big fool Gaur Haridas has got choppers and spades to uncover the deity even more. See, I love this. I love the revelations on the scriptures, man. God is so interesting and so amazing and so esoteric and so secret. And he reveals these secrets to his devotees. He's revealing these things through me to you simply because you are also my intimate friends and disciples. Or you can even be a well-wisher. You don't have to be full-on. If you just like this preaching, that's good enough. If you hate this preaching and stick it out, that's good enough also. You're going to get purified. Doesn't matter. Love or hate this, purification is the result. You're going to eventually both love God. That's why you see, look at River. She sometimes hated my preaching. I don't want to listen to him. And then she processes a little bit, comes back and loves it, and then comes to a little point. Again, I want to hear another word. See, process it a little bit more. Get free, get it out, and then come more room for bhakti, more room for the word. Sometimes you got to take a little break. Ask Sachi. She also has to take breaks sometimes. But look, she's not taking a break so much anymore. Isn't that amazing? She's starting to accept these talks and like them. Not be so scaredy cat now when I get heavy, intense. Amy, the deity is covered up by the jungle growth, and our true selves are covered up by the jungle growth. Yeah. See the illusions. Yeah. Yeah. You see okay. Our true selves are covered up. See the deity is the true self. And our true self is a devotee. We're here to worship and love God. Loving God is the highest realization. Jesus asked Nicodemus, what is the greatest commandment of the Lord? Love thy God with all thy heart, all thy mind, and all thy soul. What, can you do that artificially? Can you feign that? That's like Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. See, I'm loving God. I don't think so. Not yet. No, the deity has to be uncovered. God has to be uncovered in your awareness. And natural love has to be awakened for that true Lord. See, that devotion, that love, that ecstasy. This is what's being revealed in this age now as we speak. This kind of devotion. People have to see it. They have to begin to welcome it, realize, oh, that's my ticket to Krishna. That's how I'm going to understand Krishna. That's going to deliver me. No ecstatic devotion, no deliverance. All you're going to do is be just a rule follower, a ceremony. It'll be like the American Indians. Going around doing your ceremonies, man. Doing your rituals. I was out there on the New Agers doing their rituals. They go and they bow. You know, they got the conch to it. They do what is no much different. All religion, the priest, the Catholic priest doing their rituals, giving you the dry friggin' wafer, man, and a little unintoxicating grape juice, man. Not even real wine. Unbelievable, huh? Can you imagine that? Not even get a little, not even a real drop of alcohol. The dry way, that's their communion. Everything is external, external, external. How boring to a devotee. They're not, if you're not bored, well, stick with that for another life or two. Until you get bored, till you get a desire to attain Krishna. See, Bhagavad Gita says, if you can't worship the Lord with ecstatic love, like the devotees here do, then go out there and follow the rules and regulations of religion and develop a desire eventually in one life or 1 year, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 1 life, 2 lives, 3 lives, 5 lives. Develop a desire to attain me, because you're not going to attain me that way. It's too hard. Develop a desire. When you finally call out, Lord, I'm bored. It's not enough for me. Like Veda Vyas, you got to be like him. Yes, like him. Me, like, yeah, you got to be like him. He was bored. His heart was not happy. Lord, what is my fault? Oh my God, oh my God. He developed a desire to attain the true Lord. Oh my Lord, what is it? What's my fault? I wrote the scriptures. I studied the scriptures. I taught rules and regulations and deity worships and all of these things. But my heart is still unhappy. Oh Lord, what is my fault? That's a desire to attain the Lord. And did the Lord come first? No, 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 no. That's not conclusive. That's not the way the Lord works. He has it all in the book. By the mercy of Krishna, when you call out to him after you followed enough rules for 10 years or 20 years or 50 years, 5 lifetimes, whatever it takes, and you call out and say, Lord, I want more of you. What is my fault? And the Lord's thinking, well, I think maybe they're ready to listen. And Narada Muni comes, you know, ecstatic. You see, always the ecstatic devotee comes. They are the closers, man. The ecstatic devotee comes and who teaches ecstasy, teaches the glories of ecstasy. Narada Muni comes, he laughs, he cries. That's what he does. He's just got a little Veena going all over the universe, doesn't care about anything but laughing and crying and chanting the holy name in ecstasy. What's my Krishna get guru? A real one, not, you know, not that kind out there. the ones who can't remove the jungle growth. And by the mercy of Guru, now you get Krishna. How do you do that? Because you get devotion. You get Bhakti Lata Bij, like our books teach, man. Chaitanya Charitamrita says you get Bhakti Lata Bij from the bona fide Guru. And that is the inclination to chant the holy name in ecstasy. With the tears pouring out of your eyes and lots of these rags. Oh, lots, man. Tears coming down. I got to have two, you know. I don't want them, you know, one for the nose and one for the eyes. You're no guru unless you're doing like that, man. Unless you got profuse tears coming out and a lot of mucus. That's the gurus in this line. Where is that in the scriptures? Well, that was Lord Caitanya. He had a servant who was just on hand. He just was giving him the rags to blow his nose. Right here in this book. You can read it, man. You don't believe me? It's here in the book. It's in the book, man. If you're a good son in the real line of Lord Caitanya, you're going to do what your father did, right? If he blew his nose, you're going to be blowing your nose too. If you're a good son or daughter here, if your guru's blowing their nose, you're going to be blowing your nose. You're going to be crying. You're going to be laughing if your guru is crying here and you really believe in them and your life and soul is your guru, Krishna, and the Vaishnavas and the scriptures and the name. You're going to be blowing your nose. You're going to be laughing like a mad woman, mad man, and crying profuse tears. And you're going to do that forever. That's the path we teach here, the essence of the Krishna consciousness movement. How to become conscious of Krishna by distributing bhakti, Bhakti Lata Bij, this desire for God. Do you stand under the nose blowers, right? So he stands under this. You think I'm joking? You think I'm just being funny? Well, hopefully, yeah, hopefully you're having a good time. It's a little entertaining, but it's really true, everything I say. This is how it's done in Vrindavan. Make a lot of jokes, but they're very profound. They're very truthful, everything. I've been giving out the zines, the zines around the temple and downtown. Now, bike around with good speaker. Oh, that's great. I still do that. Love the preaching, then I hate it, processing. Yeah. And that's okay. You know, at least that's your journey, your journey, and it's just, it has benefit. It works. Otherwise, why continue to do it? Because it does work. Gets you more free and more clear. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Woo! I think I better shut up for a while. A little strain on my voice here, a little bit. I get a little into this. Yeah. Okay, my friends. Maybe I think we'll stop here, man. It's getting a little bit late. Need to do some stuff now. So thank you very much for coming, everybody. And we'll see you soon. Yeah, well, we want to have a good time. That's the main thing, you know. We'll see you later, hopefully soon enough to chant together. Yeah, yeah, yeah.